A long time ago there lived a miller who had 3 sons. All he owned was a mill, an old donkey, and a cat. One day the miller fell ill, and when he felt that his end was near, he called his 3 sons and said in a weak voice,
"In that cupboard you'll find my will."
Shortly after, he died. After the funeral, the eldest son fetched the will out of the cupboard, and it read, "To my eldest son I bequeath my mill. My second son is to have the donkey, and my youngest son the cat. What money I leave must be equally shared." Then the youngest son said,
"Father has treated me badly. With a mill and a donkey you can make a living, but not with a cat."
He put the few shillings that fell to his share into his pocket, lifted up the cat, and walked out. After having gone some distance, he heard Pussy say,
"Don't worry, master. You have always been kind to me. Now I shall help you."
"What, Pussy? Can you talk?"
"Yes, and if you do exactly what I say, you will prosper. First give me your money, so that I can buy some clothes."
In the evening he returned, wearing some fine clothes and a pair of patent leather boots with gilt buckles. The next morning he caught a rabbit, which he took to the king.
"My master, the Marquis of Carabas, sends this rabbit to the king, and he will be greatly honoured if his majesty will accept it."
Every day he did the same. One day it was a rabbit, then a partridge, then a duck. The king became very curious as to who the Marquis of Carabas could be. One day, when the miller's son and his cat were near the pond, they saw the coach with the king and princess coming their way.
"Quick, master, jump into the water and pretend you're drowning."
Pussy then ran towards the coach and cried out,
"Help! Help! The Marquis of Carabas is drowning."
The king ordered a footman to help the Marquis and fetch some dry clothes, and he invited him to accompany them. Shyly the miller's son sat opposite the king and the princess. In the meantime the cat had run on to the baron, who was a magician.
"Oh, Baron, I've heard that you can change yourself into a lamb."
At once a roaring lion stood before the cat, who was frightened and begged the baron to make himself into something very small. At once the lion changed into a mouse. The cat then sprang upon it and ate it.
"Ha ha, the magician is dead now, so this castle and all the lands belong to my master now."
He then went back to meet the royal coach and said to his master,
"I followed your orders and have had a feast prepared so that you can invite the king and the princess to lunch."
The king accepted the invitation, and then he and the princess had left. Pussy told his master what he had done. The miller's son now became a rich man, and a year later he married the princess. When the king died, the miller's son was put on the throne, and thus Puss in Boots became the king's cat.